Ahoy, mates!
Hello!
Welcome aboard Royal Caribbean's Majesty of the Seas!
Yeah!
We are here for a special 5-night sailing that visited Nassau, Bahamas, perfect day at Coco Cay, and is also heading to Key West. So you want to be sure to check out the other videos in this playlist that will show all of those fun things. But for today, we would like to give you a full comprehensive tour of this vessel and all the things it has to offer.
It's a pretty small ship, so we're thinking this is going to be a pretty quick ship tour this time. But nonetheless, we are going to show you everything that we can that Majesty has to offer.
So we're going to go ahead and get started. We'll let you know there will be a little bit of editing magic that we like to sprinkle in. We did go and see the kids' areas on the first day before the kiddos were in there, and we're going to catch the casino tomorrow because we're at day at sea right now. The casino's open. We can't film in there,
yes. But
tomorrow will be closed, so we'll be able to film while we're at port. So those will be edited in. We'll let you know when that's coming. But for now, let's head down to deck 1. You know how we like to do it, bring it back all the way up. So we're going to head down. Let's get it started. Okay, down on deck number 1 where it all starts. We do have the wall of honor over there next to the security stuff that's all bundled up because this is the gangway where you get off the ship.
Yes.
On the ship.
Yeah, so all that kind of stuff is over there.
It's just stuck over there. It's kind of messy down here. Really the only thing we want to show you here is the medical facility for all your medical needs or your facility needs. Just follow the Red Cross here. You see that they have the hours posted up, and call 911 just like when you're at land. Guests enter here, go right through to the medical facility. That is it though for deck number 1.
Now we're going to 2.
There we go. Hey, it's number 2. What's on this deck?
Just staterooms.
Just staterooms, but I do want to show you the map here because this will help orient you for the rest of the tour. So the biggest thing to know is that when you're at the forward elevators or stairs, those go all the way from deck 1 where we just were on up to deck 11. Then you can take stairs up to 12. There's also a wheelchair lift to get up to the food that's up there. Now for the back of the ship, you can see that the stairs and elevators start only at deck 5. There's no stairs or elevators there. There's nothing to access in this portion of the ship, and this is the dining room where you access from here. So there's also an elevator here that goes up. You'll see this in the Centrum later. We'll show you where this is, and as you can see, that just goes up between these decks. So it starts here at deck 3 and then goes up to 7. So for this part of this tour, we're going to be here going up. Then once we get up here, we can go to these stairs and elevators on the back of the ship that goes all the way up to the Viking Crown Lounge, which is the highest point. So now we go up to deck number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, we landed on deck 3 at the forward elevators and stairs like we mentioned. So anything forward of here is just staterooms. Everything else that we're going to show you is towards the back of the ship.
Yes.
Or the central of the ship.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing that we're going to come up to here is the photo gallery where you can get all the photos that have been taken and printed out through your journey. They don't allow video or photography of your own in there.
Correct.
So we're not going to film in there. We'll just show you right here off of the stairs and elevators, and then you can pass through to the Centrum, which is what we're going to do now. So the photo gallery over there where we just came through, they also sell GoPros and GoPro accessories here, some frames, and then some other kinds of cameras and stuff that you can buy, the photo albums, and they have hours of operation, all that right here next to the Centrum. All right. Still on deck 3 here. Yeah. Right over there you can see some photos. That's the photo gallery where we just were. This is the Centrum, so you can just kind of see the stairs go up. Kind of like the Centrum. It has the plants in it. I don't know that they're real, but I like them.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like where they do like music every night, and they do like a lot of like game shows and stuff down here.
Yeah.
They just did a tribute to all the people who have served.
Yeah, veterans.
Yeah, veterans. So that's what's going on right now. So they do lots of different like activities in this central area.
Very cool stuff right there.
Yeah.
Turning to the right now, we will come up on the Moonlight Dining Room. This is the main dining room, which we'll take a quick peek in here. It's actually serving some lunch. Actually, pretty standard room. Usually dining rooms on Royal Caribbean are multi-level.
Yeah.
And this one, there technically is 2 floors of a dining room, but they're actually called different things. And as you can see, it doesn't go up. It's just separated.
Right,
but
you can't see the two levels at once. They do serve the same food, and typical with Royal Caribbean, you are assigned to a specific dining room level.
Yeah.
So like we're actually on the one on deck 4, which we'll show you in a minute, but it's not multi-level like a lot of Royal ships are.
But you do have the nice big porthole windows. They're actually kind of rectangular, but they're framed out a little circular, and then just the standard dining room.
Yeah.
So, again, this is the Moonlight dining room, which they do post the menu daily out here as well as on the other side. Now we mentioned those Centrum elevators that are a little bit special. You can see here actually on the placard only goes to 3, 4, 5, and 7. Kind of weird. Yeah, I mean it skips 6.
Oh, it does skip 6.
Yeah, and only goes 3 to 7. But it's an older ship, it's a little weird and interesting. This actually looks like it's supposed to be a water feature, but it's not working.
Not running right now.
That would be actually really nice though. And then a nice view of the Centrum. It goes on up there. You see they have the flag hung up for the presentation right now.
Yeah.
But we'll show you more of the Centrum when we get out there.
Yes.
Back over here, here's the other side of the dining room where they post the menu board, as well as where you can check in if you need to speak to someone about dining. Coming around, just right back to the photo gallery area where we were, and the stairs up to this rest of the Centrum. And that's deck 3 because you can't go anywhere past the main dining room, even though there's a back of the ship that is behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So we go up to 4.
Up to 4.
Alright, up on deck 4 now, looking back down into the main level of the Centrum. You can see those are glass elevators actually that do run the span of the Centrum there, so you can see those going all the way up. And the nice lights they have on top. You get a lot of natural light coming in on all of the different levels. This is kind of your main central point, obviously in the name Centrum, and you can access various things from here. So we're going to show you each of those things on each deck. Let's start here with deck number 4. We're going to go right over there to the back real quick. Alright, so coming up, here's the Centrum and those elevators again. This is the Starlight dining room, the main dining room for deck number 4.
This is our dining room, and it pretty much looks exactly the same inside.
Yeah, we'll show you just a quick peek. Same kind of situation going on in there, very standard.
Yeah.
Same menu. You can find the menu though for up here on this side as well as the other side. They do have the check-in desk if you again need to speak to someone, and they have the My Time dining reservations desk right over here. Here again, those elevators that service the Centrum. Here's that menu board on this side, and the other entrance to the Starlight dining room right there with the My Time dining reservation desk. So if you have My Time dining and you actually want to make a reservation, you would do that here. Now turning on, we come, you see the computers and the printers and all of that stuff, because this is the Royal Caribbean Online featuring IBM. I don't know about that, but it's kind of nice. Get some wooden desks here, some dividers, and nice area if you need to work and use the internet.
You do have to purchase the Boom internet in order to use the internet, but if you have that package, you can use the desktop computers. They also have a printer and things like that you can use. So
yeah.
Your office needs.
And you'll see here they have these like planter areas with the flowers, and you'll see that on the other side as well, kind of throughout the Centrum. It's a nice touch.
I like it. It's tropical.
Yeah, it's a little dated, but we like that. It's
I
some
mean,
charm.
If you're going to be on Majesty, I think you have to go in expecting and kind of wanting dated.
Yeah.
So this is like the good dated stuff, I think.
So now we turn back around here. We do have a sitting area next to the guest relations desk. Anything you need guest services wise will be here. You can see back to the Centrum and those elevators. This fun little art piece which has like different ships. It's like Viking ships.
That's neat.
Printed all around it. I like that with the globe. So the art, guest relations desk, and then over here across from that is the shore excursions desk, which is actually pretty large.
Yeah, it's a pretty big one, and they have snorkels, and it looks like it's just like snorkel packages over there you can purchase. I also see like some swim shirts back there that you can maybe purchase.
Oh yeah, you're right. Back behind the desk they do have that. So,
but the main point is just if you need help booking your excursions, you can go here.
Which you should always do those ahead of time as well, because it's probably going to be a better deal.
Yes.
But if you need to do it on board, this is where you would go. Turning back around here, we do have another sitting area here at the end of the shore excursion desk, as well as these cool doors with the Crown and Anchor logo. We can't get in there. It's just like
it's backstage stuff.
Backstage stuff,
yeah.
But it looks nice.
It looked like it was, you know how like when you board and they like scan your card.
Yeah.
I think I saw like those kinds of booths in there.
Ah, okay.
So when you board the ship, you're gonna come in deck 4 and you're gonna feed into the Centrum.
For actual embarkation day, your first day.
Your first day.
Not when you get back on at ports and stuff.
Correct.
That'll be downstairs. So then the last thing to show here in this part of deck number 4 is the next cruise desk. You can see the logo right up there. It has this nice planters with the flowers again. And it's kind of nice. They have the windows letting the natural light. They have the cool art up on the wall, the TVs to tell you about all the different things. And of course the desk here for them to help you book your next cruise.
I really like this next cruise. I like the way it's stylized.
Yeah.
Plants and stuff. And it's like very cozy.
Fun, colorful, cozy, casual.
I like it.
Very nice. And obviously we always highly recommend you visit the next cruise desk to book your next cruise.
Yeah, the next cruise desk is great because you are always going to get a better deal by booking on board, whether it be onboard credit or a reduced price. You're always going to get a good deal. You can give the booking to your travel agent, so they also get credit for the booking, and Royal Caribbean wins because then you're going to sail with them again.
Exactly.
So it's a good deal all around. And just so you know, because we get questions about this sometimes because we are travel agents, they ask like, oh, I booked on board and I didn't have a travel agent, but now I do want to use a travel agent going forward. Can I transfer my booking to the travel agent? And the answer is yes, under a few conditions. One is you booked your cruise within the past 60 days and as long as you have not made final payment yet.
Yeah, just reach out to the travel agent you want to transfer it to, like, I don't know, maybe Hoffman Happy Travels, and they'll send you a form that you fill out online. It's very short. The travel agent can't do it for you, is what Royal Caribbean has told us, but it's very, very short, very simple form that you just put in some information, and then Royal Caribbean takes care of it from there. It gets transferred over. The agent's able to help you from there, monitor your booking, make sure that you're getting the best deal, all that stuff, and then, yeah, you're all squared away.
Yeah, just so you know your options. So we get a lot of questions about that, so I wanted to talk about that a little bit, just so if you do want to use a travel agent in the future, you can still book the next cruise desk and use a travel agent.
Good stuff. Yeah. We're gonna head past the shore excursion and guest services desk to wrap up deck number 4 now. Okay, so back to the Centrum. Right here we have the guest relations desk, guest services desk, shore excursion desk like we mentioned. Did want to point out there is a ship's directory right here, as well as some information about tuxedo rental and ATM if you need cash. And then on the other side, we do have the some information about shopping. This is the port shopping desk, so if you're looking for information about that, you want to head there. Then we continue on through, and this is just the stairs and elevators for deck number 4 at the forward. As you can see though, pretty much once we get to this point, it's just going to be staterooms until we get up to the top. Yeah. So that's a wrap on deck number 4, heading up to 5. Okay, we've landed on deck number 5. Again, forward, just staterooms, so no need to go there. Do have our map that's located at the elevators and stairs, and you see this one's kind of different because you have to go up these little stairs to get back up to the Centrum area. So we do that, and we land at the shops of the Centrum, and it's hopping in here. Also, where you'll find cafe latte tudes over here where you can get snacks. The snacks are included with your cruise fare. However, they have special coffee, beverages, and also Ben & Jerry's ice cream here, but those are an additional charge, not included in your cruise fare. Also should note there's a Coke Freestyle machine here. If you have the soda package with the cup, then you can fill that up there. As you can see though, the rest of this is just shops. We have perfume, we have watches, we have the general store, we have gifts, we have all kinds of stuff. It's a madhouse in here. Everyone's sorting through the deals. 2 for $20 t-shirts. All the typical stuff you would usually find in shops on Royal Caribbean. Here you have your alcohol and your tobacco and snacks inside of this general store. Coming over here to gifts, we have more just standard merchandise, Majesty of the Seas merchandise, hats, towels, bags, magnets, keychains, toys. The typical fare that you would find. And proceeding on, more deals. Gotta get advantage of those deals. More merchandise, regular clothes and sunglasses inside the store. And get out there is what that store's called. Not sure what that means, but kind of fun. Here you see we're back at the Centrum area. They do have some chairs here you can sit and look over the balcony back into the main Centrum area. More chairs over here. Wrapping back around, just more shops. That's really what this whole area is. Bags, sunglasses, backpacks, flip-flops, swimwear. Now we turn here. This is the entrance to Casino Royale. There is another ATM, of course,
right,
to go into the casino. Now, obviously, the casino is doing business right now. We cannot film in there. As you see, there's people playing the game, so this is where the editing magic will come in. We're going to put in our tour of the casino right about, now. Here we are, Casino Royale. This is not the biggest casino, but they have all the things you might want. Cash grabber, coin pusher, numerous slots in here. I mean, they do have the slots like packed in here. They do lotto drawings. They have poker. They have roulette.
Smoking section.
Smoking section. They have blackjack. They have another roulette table here. A craps table. Another roulette table. And another cash grabber. And more table games like blackjack. 3-card poker. Of course, the cashier's over there. This is the end of it here, so you see it's not very big. But we come over here, they do have this bar that goes pretty far. It's a pretty large bar here. And they have TVs up with all the, showing sports and stuff. And video poker, you can sit at the bar and play that. So, not the biggest, but it has everything you need.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the casino. We're back outside, right where we just were, right where we left off. Coming back around here, we do see our Centrum elevators. We can walk out onto the balcony. King of the world! Look back down into the Centrum. It's slowed down now. It was hopping.
Yeah.
The little presentation. That's over now. Lots of natural light in here, like we mentioned.
Yeah, it's nice.
Then we turn, another entrance to Casino Royale there, and then the Schooner Bar over on this side. So we're gonna head into there now. Entering the Schooner Bar. So as we mentioned, another entrance to Casino Royale right there. And then this is the Schooner Bar. Per the usual with Royal Caribbean Schooner Bars, this is nautical themed, ship themed.
Yeah.
Lots of dark woods and ropes.
Big.
Yeah, it is. That's very long. We do have the actual bar of the aforementioned Schooner Bar here in the center. Lots of porthole windows that you can look out at. Got all these different kinds of seats in here. The piano, that's where you'll find your nightly piano player entertainment.
Yeah, you can sit right at the piano.
You can. There's a bar that goes right around it, and they'll have activities and different things like that in here. There's even a TV. There's TVs throughout. They actually show like live sporting events and some political stuff, whatever's appropriate for the evening.
Yeah.
Now heading out of the Schooner Bar, we have just a couple more things to show you here on this deck. Oh, look at the handle.
I love this.
That's fun.
This is like really old. This is like the cool, like old school stuff.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
So exiting the Schooner Bar now, we come to the very back of the ship. Oh, first, that's fun. Spin it.
The ship.
You're gonna run us aground, woman.
Never. Full speed ahead.
So the last thing we hit here is a chorus line theater. This is the main theater area of the ship where they do the original productions, headliner shows, all that kind of stuff. They have this fun art. Look at this, all colorful. I don't know if it's abstract or what. I'm not an art person. I do believe, yes, it is open. So let's just look real quick. Very in theme.
Oh, she's so fancy.
This is a much smaller theater than we're used to seeing on Royal Caribbean ships, but I like it. It's got a cool style to it. 2 levels. As you can see, a smaller balcony that goes around on both sides, and then the main level here. They do have these like cool little platforms, like special little nooks and crannies. They even have couch seating.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a lot of different kinds in here. It's definitely very intimate in here.
And the AC works well.
Yes, it is so cold.
I will say though, if you sit, I can't speak to these kind of seats, but if you sit in these, the fold downs, they are not comfortable at all.
Yeah, there's not a lot of padding to them.
They're very old and worn.
I would try to find the squishiest seat possible.
Yeah.
Some of them, like, you're hitting right on the board.
Like this might be okay. You have this big padding, and that's more like a couch seating.
This is better than what we sat in.
Yeah, maybe one of these chairs, but
Yeah.
don't do the fold down.
Yeah.
But this is a chorus line theater. So this is, again, the main theater where you'll catch all those shows.
Yeah.
Let's head back out and we'll wrap up this deck. All right, so we mentioned earlier that deck 5 starts the elevators and stairs here at the back of the ship. So you can see we're on deck 5 still. This only has the up. This is where it starts.
Yeah.
Right here outside the theater. That side is just another entrance to the theater, and the art continues up. So that's the end of deck 5. Gonna head up to 6. Confusion afoot.
Yeah, this is really odd.
So we were just down at deck 5, like we showed you. We're We talked about the elevator starting, and that was right down there. We literally just came up this stairwell here. Now we're on deck 7.
Right, so it's like we skipped deck 6.
So what we realized here, remember when we came out at the front at deck 5 and I said it's kind of funny because you have to go up these little stairs? Like that technically then put us what they consider deck 6, I guess. See how it says Latitudes and Shops of Centrum? They basically consider that like 5 and 6, I guess?
Yeah.
As well as the Schooner Bar and Casino Royale. I guess it's a higher, I didn't even look, but I guess it's like a higher ceiling, so I guess that kind of does take up 2 decks.
I guess, yeah.
So anyway, you entered it on 5, but they consider that 6. So 6 has staterooms at the front, and then there's not really anything in the back. I guess kind of like the Chorus Line Theater partially is 6, because here's where you can enter the upper decks of the Chorus Line Theater, but again, we're on deck 7. So anyway, deck 6 is kind of an odd one.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. So yeah, it might be, I'm sorry if it's a little confusing. It's a little confusing to us too.
The main takeaway here is that really the thing dedicated to deck 6 are these staterooms here at the front, but we showed you everything else. We showed you Latitudes, the Shops of the Centrum, the Schooner Bar, the Casino Royale, the Chorus Line Theater. That's where we're at now. It's Chorus Line Balcony up on deck 7. So we're on 7 now. Yeah. 7. You got that? 7.
7.
7.
So I guess what
7 Costanza.
7 Costanza. So I guess what we just showed you was kind of 5/6.
Yeah.
Now we're at what number?
Costanza.
7.
So we're going to start with Boleros, the Latin Lounge, and if you can see right across over there, it also says Boleros. So both sides you're going to come in and enter on Boleros. Oh, and there is a jogging track on the outside of this deck. They do ask for no jogging between 10 p.m. and 10 a.m. and instead to use deck 12, obviously for the comfort of people sleeping. Yeah. But you can find deck 7 on the outside of the jogging track. Now we go into Boleros, the Latin Lounge, and this place is quiet now, but it gets quite hopping at night with all the Latin music and festivities. Lots of seating in here, these cool little couches, comfortable chairs, tables, big
lounge.
It is huge lounge, big dance floor. There's a huge bar over there that you can sit all the way around. We'll show you that on the way out. Nice big chandelier, and of course all this natural light coming in from the big windows. Now right back there is where I talked about you could also enter from the other side, so if you go out that way you're just going to get back to the Chorus Line Theater.
Yes.
So nothing over there to see. We're just going to proceed through Boleros now and head out the front. Okay, last thing to see in Boleros is this big bar I talked about, like I said, all the way around, wraparound seating, and a nice view back into the lounge itself.
Yeah.
Proceeding out of Boleros now, we land back in the Centrum. Here we are. Remember we talked about you can't take the elevator to deck 6. There's these Centrum elevators. Well, now we know why, because when we look back down, it kind of makes sense. You can see back down on 5, right there where those shops are, there really isn't a 6 though. That's further down than just 1 deck, so it's kind of 2. It's kind of just like a tween situation. That's why you can't take these Centrum elevators to 6, because 6 is basically just at the front.
6 is imaginary.
Yeah, so here we are on 7. You can see all around the Centrum here, back down. We're just gonna wrap around and show you just a couple things on that side. All right, so Boleros over there and over here. Obviously the Centrum elevators, they do have some seating. They do have some board games, card games, books over there you can borrow. And usually they have art hung up on this wall.
I think they had an art auction today.
They did.
I think they took it down and moved it.
The sign art auction today.
Ah.
So usually this is where you could find a lot of beautiful art though.
Yeah, and
obviously
they had a lot of nice stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot of nice stuff. Obviously moved right now because of that auction.
We took a look at it on the day 1 vlog, so if you want to see specifics, look at that.
Yep, there's one though.
Yeah.
Looks like a Kincaid. Very nice. Now they do actually have an like art desk here, which I've never really seen. Maybe a smaller one before on like Jewel or something like that. This is pretty big, and there's usually people here too. They're obviously doing the auction right now.
Right.
And then if you just continue forward, they do, you know, more art. You can see they do still have some hung up here. They usually have more than this. The walls are usually pretty covered. And then it just wraps around here. Same thing on the other side. This is the entrance to the conference center though. We come around here, you can see there's like a conference room. Someone's getting set up in there, so I don't want to bother them too much, but they do have these different conference rooms available for use if you have any business to attend to right here next to the art area.
Yeah.
So then the last thing on deck 7, We come back out, per the usual, the forward stairs and elevators, beyond those of which is just staterooms. So we're here, landing at the elevator and stair area, and again, just staterooms to the front. So now we will head up to deck 8. Landed on deck 8, and as the placard will tell you, forward is just staterooms again. Aft is mostly just staterooms. Only one other thing to see is a Spectrum lounge. Yeah. So let's head there, going all the way to the back of the ship. All right, that's the long hallway we just walked. Now we come here, you see it says Spectrum this way. Have some art hung up, some random restrooms here.
This is kind of like an odd place of the ship, like odd hallway situation.
There's not really much here. But we come out, we land to the back of the ship. So here are those aft elevators and stairwells. And if you look down, you do see the art that came up from the Chorus Line Theater. And then the Spectrum, this is the lounge here. We come around, we'll take a quick peek. They are having the art action in here, so we're gonna be quiet. But just to give you an idea, it's a very big lounge. They do have a bar there, big presentation, dance floor, or entertainment floor, lots of comfortable seating. They have couches, they have chairs, tables, lots of natural light because they have the big panoramic windows on the back of the ship.
We found the art auction.
This is the art auction, getting started in here. Lots of art to be had. But of course this is a multi-use space. They do many different things in here.
This is where they do adult karaoke and stuff a lot of nights. It's a big spot, so they do a lot of different
This
stuff
is a
here.
big late night spot though.
Yes.
Adults only 18 up, where they're checking their C-Pass at the gate.
Yeah, right.
That happens in here a lot. So we're gonna come back out here, and that will wrap up deck number 8 as we exit the Spectrum on the other side. Back to the stairs, we're gonna head up to 9. And we've landed on deck number 9, the back of the ship. Again, these are the aft elevators and stairs. We turn around and we do see the Majesty Day Spa and Ship Shape Fitness Center. Now we actually did a little kind of tour of this on day 1, so we'll be able to put that video in right
now.
show you the fitness center they do have in here. It's a little bit smaller. They do have some lockers you can store stuff, water fountain. They have some resistance machines. I'm not going to show people working out of courtesy to them. There's some treadmills. They do have a space for different kinds of classes, yoga mats, medicine balls, free weights, all that kind of stuff. And then you can see out the back of the ship's wake as you're working out there. So good stuff. They have a couple dumbbells over there. All your standard issue stuff here in the fitness center. Okay, so we just exited the fitness center and spa. So got to see that. One thing we did want to point out, all these decks will have different names, which that's pretty cool. We don't really see that anymore. These are just kind of A and B decks, but then Showtime deck, Tween deck, Promenade, Mariner, Commodore, Bridge, Sun, Compass.
I like Commodore.
Commodore Norrington. So we look here at our map of deck number 9 though, and what we see is that the spa and fitness center where we just came out of is here, and the rest is literally just staterooms. So we're gonna head up to deck 10. All right, we land up the stairs on deck 10, the bridge deck. This is Adventure Ocean, the kids area, teens area, and the living room, the teens area, and the arcade are all right here together. Now we filmed this on day 1, like we mentioned, when the kiddos weren't in here, so we'll put that in later. No, now. All right, so right when we come in, there's a little arcade right there. There's a reception desk for the 9 to 11-year-olds, the Voyagers. When you come back, they have to let you in through this little gate. You can see there's kind of a activities area over there, area over there. They do have like this fun art and colorful walls, and it looks like some examples of projects and stuff they might do. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. And then there's another look into that area for the Voyagers. Just kind of a big open area. There is a TV, water fountain, just some seating, so nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
You see, we have adventure science, adventure art. Looks like they're doing different kinds of classes in here. Then over here we have the 3 to 5, the Aquanauts area. So you see a much smaller area, smaller tables, smaller chairs. Do have a television there. Looks like this is mainly an activities-based area. Then we come in. This is the 6 to 8 Explorers area. So you can see here they do have like a performance stage. Yeah, as well as a TV over here. Hand washing station, computers, and they do have some books, quite a few, as well as some seating. So not as many like fun little, I don't know, play areas or things that we've seen on the newer ships. This one looks like this is more activities based.
Yeah, like classes and like projects and stuff you can do, not like things that are actually here like video games,
yeah,
or like TVs, or like
rock climbing wall.
Yeah, like actual tangible games. It's like about activities.
But there is a nice big space here, so good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so back there, right where we just showed you Adventure Ocean, this is that miniature arcade that we talked about on the way in. Whoa, Nintendo prizes!
Whoa!
Luigi and Donkey Kong! And Goomba! He's hiding. And another one.
That's awesome!
Yeah, this is not the main Challengers arcade. We'll show you that in just a minute, but do have a couple things here, so. And of course your machines to get your credits on the SeaPass card. Transformers, Autobots, roll out! So up on deck 10, right when you come off the elevator, you see the Adventure Ocean sign. Back in there is where you enter. And then outside here, they do have the flyers that have all the information about what activities and kind of things would be going on for the various age groups. So
yeah,
good to know.
Yeah, so if you kind of need to like get your itinerary situated, you can come and get one of these.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that was the fun kids area. Hopefully you enjoyed that. We're back outside right here on deck 10. And as you can see on the map, we do have Adventure Ocean, which we just showed you right there. The rest is, again, staterooms. Head up to 11. And we come up the stairs to deck 11. Now this is actually, I misspoke earlier, the living room and the arcade, I forgot, we're actually up here.
Yeah, so we'll show the living room.
And the arcade, right now. Okay, up on deck 11 now, in the back of the ship, right above where we just showed the Adventure Ocean.
Yes.
We do have the living room, which is the teens area, as well as the Challengers video arcade. This is the main arcade we mentioned a minute ago, so let's go ahead and take a look here. Not very big, but it is bigger than that other little section. So you see you have your various prize pushers, claw grabbers, stackers, air hockey, always fun.
Most important.
Yep, and get your credits there on that machine. The Big Bass bonus wheel. Do have a prize capsule machine here, so that's cool. You can earn credits and then swipe and put in which prize you want. Have various things in there.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Like catch the ball on your glasses.
Yikes, I want to try it though. And then we have some other pushers and another claw game. So pretty standard stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so the arcade and the, it says the living room over there, but we can't get into it.
I don't know, we're gonna see if there's a way to get into it from fuel, because the living room is like a teens area.
Yeah.
And so is fuel. Fuel is teens as well. So I'm thinking maybe there's a way to loop around.
Let's check it out. So we come into fuel, as you can see, reserved for teenagers 12 to 17. First thing when we enter, looks like they do have some computers set up here, as well as a Wii. So that must be the TV. There's another Wii there. So actually these aren't computers, they're using them as monitors to play Wii on. Do have an activities board here, writing everything that's going to be going on. Dry erase, old style, I like it. Of course, a big comfortable seating area, maybe like a dance floor, I don't know. Got the big TV with the big speakers there. And oh yeah, here we go. This is what we're looking for. So they have like a little, maybe like a juice bar there. And then this cool little lounge area back here. This is the door. So this is the one we tried to come in. You can see there's the arcade right there.
Yes.
You can't come in through this one. I guess this is an exit only.
Yeah.
Emergency exit. But this is fun. Little alcove, comfortable seating. Dora the Explorer, swiper no swiping.
Just what I want to do on a cruise. Sit here and watch Dora.
Dora, Dora, Dora the Explorer.
And Diego.
No. So yeah, pretty cool area. And then you can see when you come back out to the main area here, they do have the doors that are closed off, but you can see out through the windows that the ping pong, the soccer nets, and of course the basketball court are all right outside here on the back of the ship.
When we were in the Adventure Ocean, we could like very much hear the basketballs.
Yes,
like,
it was very loud.
It was very loud. So just, you know, if you have a kiddo where like that loud kind of pounding sound might bother them, just to be aware of that.
Be aware of that for sure. Okay, so that we're now actually officially in all the kids area stuff. So now what we're going to do is go back outside when we show you the back deck, the sun deck on the end of deck 11. Right out these doors. All right, so we come winding our way to the very back here on deck 11, and what we find is some ping pong tables, a basketball court which is currently set up for pickleball. So they do pickleball. There's the basketball hoop right there. They also have some soccer nets. You can kick a soccer ball around up here. Of course, they have the big nets up so you don't lose the balls. So that's here just outside the kids area on deck 11, back of the ship. So the basketball court's back there. The kids area where we just were inside, right through there. Now we're gonna turn and head forward towards the main pool deck. And per the usual, the pool deck is very, very loud, so hope you can hear me okay. We'll try to show you all the fun festivities going on. First of all, we do have the pool bar right here, of course. Towel station where you can rent towels right across. Have a jacuzzi here, a jacuzzi here. Pool, 4 feet deep, I think, on this one. Actually, no, 5 feet 11. That's almost a 6 foot deep pool.
You don't see that a lot.
No, you don't. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
Also, per the usual, we have the big video screen. They'll show movies at night and kind of like action shots and stuff like that during the day. Then we turn. Of course, we have all of our lounge chairs. This is also the smoking area on this deck here, deck 11. You'll see the ashtrays they have set up on the little bar slurries. They have the splash pad kid area for the kids, the baby splash zone rules, slide, little dumpers, sprayers, all that fun stuff. Then we continue. We have more whirlpools, one on this side, one on that side, as well as the other main pool area. Now this one actually, oh, I'm sorry, this one also goes to 5 feet 11 inches at the deep, so almost 6 feet deep for that too. Now one thing we want to point out is
they have a chairlift for the whirlpool, and over there they have a chairlift for the actual pool.
Yes. Now we're going to continue forward. Again, apologies for the noise. It is very loud. This is the smoking section, like I mentioned, on the starboard side of the ship, deck 11 here. They usually have some games, like you can see they have cornhole set up right there. And then we continue forward. We do have another pool bar. So you have a pool bar at this end, you have a pool bar at that end. The towel rental was over on that end as well. Pointed that out. Then one other thing, we do have ice cream station right here. Come early. This closes very early.
Yeah, I would say like around 5.
Yeah.
At the latest.
Yeah.
So
they've had vanilla, chocolate, swirl, and strawberry.
Yeah,
so
cool.
Good stuff right there. Now let's head inside. We'll show you something else on deck 11. All right, we leave the madness of the pool deck to come into the madness of the Windjammer. So you can see here, entering in, dumps you right off. We have tables and chairs on this side, as well as some bar style seating, tables and chairs on the other side. It's pretty much going to be a mirror image. You do have your drink station here in the middle with water, lemonade, like a mango juice and tea.
yes.
Ice, of course, coffees, and they also have some packets for like green tea, things like that. Those are included with your cruise fare, by the way.
Yes.
And we get a lot of questions about that. Alcohol is not. They have a bar in here. You have to have the drink package or pay a la carte for that. Main food stations. We're not going to show you all the food they have in here. That changes daily. If you want to check out our daily vlogs, you'll see some of the food they've had, but we'll just kind of give you the lay of the land. Got the nice sign here, the big open window on the top lets all the sunlight in. There is a stairwell that goes up to deck 12, which we're going to go up there in a minute. And then they have all these different stations serving these different things. All the different food, of course. But this is the main area, and it gets very congested, as you can see. But we want to kind of show you something that not a lot of people have picked up on. There's where we entered. We're going to come this way towards the back of the ship. And what you see is that you enter in this other area that has all of these seating, all these tables, chairs. They have more of this bar style seating right there. And you keep coming around, you think it's just going to be like additional seating. But what happens is, when you get all the way back here, you see that there's actually a whole nother food service station with all of the same things that they're serving up at the front. They even have more drink machines back here, but it's not nearly as crowded usually back on this side. as it is when you first come in. So not everyone knows about this, especially in the earlier days of the cruise. Looks like the word's kind of getting out right now. Of course, we are at a day of sea, so everyone's here. But usually on most days, this is not even this crowded. It's very open, very spacious, and so it's a nice area to sit. And then, of course, if we come back around and through there, that just takes us back out to the main area of the Windjammer, which is just a repeat of what we just saw. Visit the back end of the Windjammer for a more pleasant experience.
Yes.
But now we want to show you one of our favorite areas. See the sign says Compostela, these stairs. Let's go up. Deck 12. This is our favorite area to sit and eat. This area is usually very empty. Now this part's only open when the Windjammer is open, otherwise they'll have it stanchioned off. But you can see they have tables and chairs, big comfortable seating right there, and you have a nice view. Some loud music though.
I know, it's usually not this loud.
Now we turn, we enter the Compostela. This is complimentary, included with your cruise fare, just like the Windjammer was. They usually have a salad bar, some pre-made sandwiches you can get, little cakes and jellos and mousses for dessert, fruit salads, breads, cookies. Food changes every day, but it's along those kinds of things. They do have a water station. If you want lemonade or another drink, we'll show you. You have to come out here to Sorrento's, which is the pizza place. They have the menu up here every day. Grab your pizza right over here. This is the pickup area. You can actually get whole pizzas to go too. So you want to share with the family, you can eat it here, but you can also take it back to your room. Lots of seating up here. You can see back down into the Windjammer. That's where we came in, right over there earlier. And this big open glass window on the top that I mentioned earlier.
What I really like is that you can access the Windjammer and Sorrento's and Compostela really easily. So they have like a staircase right here for the front part of Windjammer. But then the staircase we went up was for the Windjammers in the back that comes up here. And what we've been doing a lot is like, we might grab like a couple things from Windjammers and then come up here and like eat up here where it's calmer. But then like we grab like a piece of pizza from Sorrento's, or we grab like a salad from Compostela. So it's nice that you can kind of like access a lot of food all at once.
It works really well.
Yeah.
So last thing we want to point out for this section, they do have the seating wraps around with the big beautiful windows you can see out of. Across is the drink station. So that's where you're going to get those same things that we mentioned before, like the water, the lemonade, the tea. If they have like a mango or strawberry kiwi kind of flavored water or juice for that day, you can see they're going to have all of that over there. Coffee, all that stuff. But there's a Coke Freestyle machine there and a Coke Freestyle machine there. So again, if you do have that soda package with that refillable cup, that's where you're going to want to grab those and fill those up at.
Yeah.
So one last thing to show in this area as we turn back around here, come on this side of the ship, you can see this is actually Johnny Rockets. So now this is not included with your cruise fare. There is a $9.95 cover charge for each guest. So we actually are going to eat here in just a little bit. This is our day 4 of our cruise. So check our day 4 vlog to see our experience here at Johnny Rockets.
Yeah.
We'll just show you a quick peek inside. Typical diner style. They have those little fun jukebox looking things and the metal and the booths all set up over there.
It's cool.
Fun stuff there. Now let's head back out and we'll show you the rest of deck 12. All right, so right downstairs is where we enter the Windjammer. This is where you can enter Sorrento's, Johnny Rockets, and the Compostela. You see the signs over there. We're gonna turn back out, come back out to the pool deck area, where we're actually up on the sun deck. They do have another pool bar area right there. They'll actually turn this area into a cigar lounge at night.
Yeah, and people have been taking advantage of it too.
Yeah, they like kind of stanchion it off and they bring out a cigar tray, and so people have enjoyed that. They'll have live music right over there. And then as you can see, it's just your basic standard sun deck. Lots of lounges that go that way and that go that way. Also, we mentioned the smoking area on deck 11, but they actually have ashtrays up here as well on deck 12. So you can have a couple different options there, and you can also smoke in the casino. There are certain parts you'll see placards that say no smoking. Now let's turn and head back towards the back of the ship here on deck 12. Right inside here, this was Johnny Rockets and Sorrento's and Compostela, all inside, just so you know where we're at. But now we're heading back. Back there is the sun deck, and now we actually head forward on the ship. You can see Johnny Rockets right there. So heading to the very front of the ship here on deck 12, just again, loungers for days. Always plenty of chairs available for anyone who wants to take advantage of that. And then we come out on the front and it's just a lot of lounging. Big sun deck, and you can even look down and see there's no helipad. No helipad on this ship. It's just a bunch of equipment and ropes and anchors and bridges and all that stuff. Now we're gonna head back to the middle section and back end of deck 12. Alright, so back up on 12 here, looking back over at the pool deck. We're heading towards the back of the ship to show you what's back there. Alright, so right back there to the pool deck, we turn to the very back end of deck number 12, and we find the rock climbing wall. As you can see, it's actually double-sided. They have 3 areas to climb on this side, facing into the ship, 3 areas to climb on the outside, facing towards the back of the ship, where you can see the nice wake that we've created. So there you go, all those different rock climbing areas.
Yeah, lots of rock climbing space.
Obviously check your cruise compass for the hours of operation, so you know when you can come rock climbing.
Yeah.
And we can look back down to the, what is currently the pickleball court, but is usually the basketball court or the little soccer kick around area. And also one last thing we wanted to point out here, we do have shuffleboard. They have the pugs and the little sticks.
Oh, that's what they're called, pugs?
Apparently.
I thought they were just discs.
Yeah, I didn't know until I saw it on that sign. But what I do know is that's the end of deck 12. We're gonna go inside. There's just one more thing to show you here. Kind of, I guess, deck 13, kind of by itself. All right, there's the shuffleboard courts where we just were. We came inside here, and then we're going up this random stairwell, which isn't really marked in any sort of way and has all these restricted area signs up. But once you come up to the top, you will come up inside the Viking Crown Lounge. I'm just gonna talk quiet because it's a quiet space, but as you can see, plenty of seating in here. Do have these big picture windows you can see all around onto the rock climbing wall. They have TVs up in here, have different events sometimes up in here. Just an overall lounge space though. Come around, more seating, TVs showing sports or whatever's on at the time, more lounge space, and the AC works incredible in here. And one final thing, this fun piece of decor can actually steer us. Oh, it doesn't spin. What a letdown. But it looks nice. And the Viking type ships that we saw like on that art back downstairs in the Centrum. Yeah.
This is actually a really nice view.
Yeah, and I was just saying the AC works great in here. So come in here, cool off, get a fantastic view of everything around you.
This is probably like the quietest, most relaxing part of the ship.
Yeah, now actually the elevators coming in here to deck 14. So I guess we kind of came up 2 flights of stairs. Deck 13, I believe, is actually where we started the video, up on that little sun deck, and that's where we're gonna go over and end it as well.
Yeah.
Technically this is 14, but you access it from 12.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Everyone with us here?
It's a little long.
And I do believe that this side is just kind of a mirror image of the other side that we already came through. Just more chairs, lounge space, and another TV. So we just come back around. We're gonna go back down the stairs and exit the lounge. So yes, the lounge here, you can see we come down the 1 flight of stairs, like where we came up. So this would be 13. Now we're going back down this flight of stairs to 12 where the rock climbing wall is. So we see our deck map here. We see number 12, we go across. That's where the sports deck was in the climbing wall. So you can see 13, 14 for the Viking Crown Lounge. Come back to the front, deck 12 for the compass deck, compass Stella, Shiny Rockets, Sorrentos, and you see 13 here, which is the sun deck where we started the video. Let's head up there and we'll put a bow on it. So right back there is the pool deck. We've just come up the stairs to deck 13. It's just literally a lounge space, just like that, with this kind of like fake grass carpet stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just literally loungers and a sun deck. That's all that's here. All right, guys, that's gonna do it.
Yeah, that was Majesty of the Seas.
I think we're pretty sure that we showed you everything we could. I don't think we missed anything.
No, I mean, there's kind of a lot of like odd like nooks and crannies of this ship.
Yeah.
You know, some odd ways to kind of get around to things, but I'm pretty sure we showed you everything.
Yes, so we hope you enjoyed this tour. Hopefully it gives you a good idea of how this ship is laid out, all of the things that it has to offer, and hopefully you had some fun along the way.
Yeah.
Now if you're interested in sailing on Majesty of the Seas or with the Royal Caribbean in general, maybe on Navigator of the Seas, which is right over there. We'll link to that playlist. That was the last cruise we went on. fantastic ship.
Yeah.
Either way, if you'd like to sail, hit us up. We'd love to make that happen for you. We are travel agents, and of course our services are always complimentary. You can reach out to us via our travel agent information, which is located at the end of all of our videos. If you'd like to discuss something further, maybe you just have a question or you want to let us know how you feel about something, leave a comment down below. We do respond to those as quickly as we can. We love to hear from you either way. So again, we hope you've enjoyed this tour. We hope you had fun following us around on board Royal Caribbean's Majesty of the Seas. Be sure to check out the playlist so you can see all the things we did on this ship for each day of our 5-night sailing. But for now, we're going to sign off on this video. We hope we'll see you next time. Happy travel!